Hi Naveen here. Welcome back to social science classes of grade 10. Last class we are speaking about income and their criteria, and moreover in that we are speaking about the public facilities also we are speaking. And today's class I am going to speak you regarding HDR, that is Human Development Report, and one more thing I am going to speak here about sustainability of development. These two chapter I am going to discuss with you. Before that, once it has realized human development report, I am going to speak you. Okay. Once it is realized that even though the level of income is important for life, the level of truly it is the level of income is very important. It to inadequate measures of the level of development, we begin to think of other criterion also. There could be a long list of such criterion, but then it would not be so useful. What we need is small number of most important things: health and education as the indicators, such as the ones we use to the comparison of Kerala and Haryana, or among them, right? Over the past decade or so, health and education indicator have been to be widely used to along with income as a measures of development. For instance, Human Development Report published by the UNDP uh, compares the countries based on the education levels of the people, their health status, and per capita income. It would be interesting to look at certain relevant data regarding India and its neighboring HDR, that is Human Development Report of 2018. You are going to see it now the table 1.6, some data regarding India and its neighboring for 2007. Country we have bifurcated: Sri Lanka, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh. Gross national income, that is per capita income, life expectancy at birth, mean of year schooling per people age 25 above and above in the year 2017. HDI rank: Sri Lanka, the first column, gross national income I am going to talk, 11,362. India is in second place, 6,353. Myanmar 5,567. Pakistan 5,331. Nepal 2,471. Bangladesh 3,677. Sri Lanka is a life expectancy of birth 75.5, 68.8. Myanmar 66.7, 66.6, 70.6, 72.8. Years of schooling 10.9, 6.4, 4.9, 5.2, 4.9, 5.8. HDI rank in the world 76, 130, 148, 150, 149, 136. HDI stands for Human Development Index. HDI ranks above the table are out of 189 countries in all. Life expectancy at birth denotes, as the name suggests, average expected length of the life of a person at the time of birth. Per capita income is calculated in dollars for all countries, so that is to be compared, can be compared. It also done in a way so what every dollar would buy same amount of goods and services in any country. Okay, from this it is a little bit surprising, right? Small country in our neighboring, Sri Lanka is much ahead than India in every respect, and the big country like ours has such a low rank in the world. We are we are in the world of 130 near to the what we have taken. It is nearly we have taken 189 countries. In that we are in the part of the 130, the 130th place. But a small country of Sri Lanka is having a neighboring 76th place, and Nepal and Bangladesh have low per capita income more than that of India. Yet they are better than India in life expectancy. Many improvements have been suggested by calculating HDA, and many new components have been added to the Human Development Report, but by prefixing human to the development, It is made it's clear that it is important development is what happening to citizens of a country. It is people, the health, their well-being, it most important. And I am going to speak about the sustainability of development. Suppose for the present of the that a particular country is quite developed, we would certainly like this level of development to go up further, or at least to be maintained for the future generation. This is the absolutely desirable. However, since the second half and the 20th century, a number of scientists have been warming that the present type and levels of development is not sustainable. So this is one example I am going to give here, that is from the textbook. Groundwater, what is the position of the groundwater, what happened in India? We can see recent evidence suggests that the groundwater is under serious threat it overuse in many parts of the country. About 300 districts have reported a water level decline of over 4 meters during the past 20 years. Nearly one third of the country is overusing their groundwater reserves. In another 25 years, 60% of the country would be doing the same if the present way of using this resource continues. Groundwater overuse is particularly found in the agriculturally prosperous region of the Punjab, West. Groundwater overuse particularly found in the agriculture prosperous region of Punjab and western UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, hard rock plateau areas of the central and the South India, some coastal areas, and the rapidly growing urban settlements also. So my main question is why groundwater is overused, and the second question here, can there be development without overuse? Groundwater is an example of the renewable resources, right? It will be what are the renewable we can take again and again. These resources are replenished by nature, as in the case of crops and plants. However, even these resources may be overused. For example, in the case of groundwater, if we use more than what is being replenished by rain, then it would be overusing this resource. Non-renewable resources are those which will be get exhausted after years of use. We have a fixed stock on earth which can't be replenished. We do discover new resources that we did not know earlier. New resources is this way to add to stock. However, over time, even this will be get exhausted. For example, crude oil that we extraction from the earth is non-renewable resources. However, we may find resources of oil that we did not know about the earlier. Exploration are being undertaken all the time, and consequently environmental degradation do not respect the national or the state boundaries. This is issue no longer region or a nation specific. Our future is linked together. Sustainability of development is comparatively a new area of knowledge in which scientists, economists, philosophers, and other social scientists are working together. And moreover, in general, the question of development or progress is perennial. All the time, as a member of society and individual, we need to ask where we want to go, what we wish to become, and what our goals are. So, the debate on development continues. I will be continuing in the next classes and all those things about this one. Thank you for watching a video. Have a great day ahead.